now rocking with the best. Who's the boxing show that's knocking out the competition? The kick-ass podcast that make you want to listen. The place where boxing fans and fighters rejoice. Thumbs up for Richie, you're listening to the fighter's voice.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of the Fighter's Voice Kick-Ass Podcast. We got a great show for you this evening lined up. With us, by way of Zoom, we have Kerman's own Marcel Hernandez. He's going to tell you about a fight that he got coming up April 2nd in Visalia, California. It's called Battle of the Badges. You know what? I want to introduce this guy before we even put him on. I mean, go ahead and put him on the screen because he needs a proper introduction before we even get going. Okay, Marcel. Marcel, I think you need a proper introduction. How does that sound? How does that sound to you? It sounds good to you? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, his record a perfect one win with no defeats. Dressed in red trunks, fighting out of Kerman, California, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marcel Hernandez. Welcome to the show, Marcel. I just want to try something a little different today, man. Usually there's a crowd blowing up and it's going. And we got to feel the vibe, you know, because I like that big smile that you have on your face, which tells me that you're confident going into this fight. You did the road work. You did the training. You prepared yourself perfectly for this match. Tell us about the fight you got coming up in Visalia, California, April 2nd.
So the fight I got coming up, it's in the Visalia Convention Center, April 2nd, which is in 2 days. I'm confident, man. I've been putting in the road work, like you said. I've been putting in the hours and training and sparring, and that's what it comes down to, you know, putting in that work and just having that confidence to just be eager for that day to come, and it's almost here, so I'm excited.
Well, I know Kerman's very excited about you, too, because last time, I mean, there was like a big parade, and I'm going, okay, Josh Allen is in town, the quarterback from the Buffalo Bills, and they go, no, that's our own Marcel Hernandez. We understand he's in a fight in Visalia April 2nd. We're backing him. We're supporting him in whatever he does. How does it make you feel, Marcel, to know that not only is your familia backing you up, but the whole city of Kerman, California?
It's funny you say that, how Josh Allen's the hero to Fireball. I'm just trying to be the next person to be that one here in Kerman, and I got a good system around me. You know, I got plenty of people that are backing me up, and that just gives me that fire and that faith just to go in there and, you know, put on a show for them, knowing that they're behind me, supporting me all the way.
Well, my point is, it doesn't matter how small the city. It's how big your heart is, your corazón, and, you know, hey, how big your balls are when you step into that ring, man, getting ready to, you know, swap mittens with somebody.
Right. Yeah, for sure. That's what it comes down to, just being a dog and brawling out, you know, knowing I got good people behind me. And I know they're willing to go in there, too, and throw it down if it comes down to it. So.
I was looking at some pictures that your publicist sent to me, and I just see the whole familia there, man. I just see family there, and I'm thinking there's nothing like that support. There's also fans and followers and supporters, but when you got family, I mean, that's your backbone of everything.
For sure. And the funny story about that, my family had paid for general admission, and somehow they all ended up in the VIP section when I showed up in the ring, and I seen them right there. I'm like, okay, I don't know how you guys all managed to get in that section, but hey, I'm willing to freaking go in this fight and throw it down. Well, that just helped me out more. It gave me that fire.
Exactly what it is they're very excited. They got to get in there, because when you're in there, a piece of them is also in there. So according to them, they're in there right with you. So they definitely got your back, and I'm sure they're going to be supporting you April 2nd in Visalia.
Yeah, for sure. No, they're ready. I think they're more ready, might be, than I am. They've been texting me, calling me. That just gives me freaking confidence. So I'm excited.
So tell us about your training and where you've been working out at, and you know, you had a change of opponents. You know, has it changed your training at all? I mean, you know, from a right-hander to a left-hander, or are they both right-handers? Or I don't know too much about your opponents, but I do know that one was changed because of injury, I believe. So let's talk about how you preparing yourself.
So I was originally supposed to fight my first opponent, and he sustained an injury. So, you know, I was still training. You know, I'm still preparing. I didn't really change up much. Yeah, I just continued to do what I was doing. And this next opponent, I didn't know too much about him. So I just continued to do what I do. And my coach and both of my coaches gave me the right instructions to just continue to train hard. So, and now it's time to show it on Saturday.
Well, I know, you've been visiting Robert Garcia's boxing academy. You made your share of workouts there, and you stopped by and you talked to, I believe it was Mikey, Robert, and Pita, and everybody that's there, and Big G. And what was it like once you walked into the gym, and what did you get out of it?
So when I first walked in that gym, I was just starstruck. I made the trip 3 hours over there, left at 3 in the morning, and as soon as I walked in, I was just starstruck. So then I started putting my boots on, my mitts, and then we got to work. They gave me good advice on stuff I needed to work on, which it's good criticism. So I took that and I continue to work on that, knowing that they're at a high level. So it really helped me out a lot.
Hey, when you're getting advice from a future first ballot Hall of Famer and a 4-time world champion, it doesn't get any better than that. And I've said it, and I'll continue to say it, iron sharpens iron.
Exactly. That's how I say that all the time. You got to have good people around you.
Exactly. And Robert is good people, G, Mikey. They feel like familia to me, and every time we go there, they open up their arms, their gym, and and here's the thing. Every time we go there, you never know who's going to walk through that door.
So funny thing about that too. I'm training, I'm working out. I look back and I see Mikey. So being a big fan of Mikey, I'm like, all right, cool. Just continue to breathe and just relax. And then I was like, I try not to get too crazy though. But no, I was excited to see him there when he showed up, and I got a picture with him. So that made my whole day. He even asked my lady too. I kept looking at the picture like, damn, I took a picture with him. I was excited.
Well, I'm going to make sure he sees this clip, man. I'll text Mikey this evening and let him know that you appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. With anybody, man, I appreciate just showing love. So.
Well, we're going to show some more love to Mikey right here. Mikey Garcia right here.
I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
So when you went there and then you went to your home gym or wherever you train at, tell us about where you train at in your area.
So I'm from California. I train at Kerman Boxing Club. It's a home gym. It's a garage gym.
Mm-hmm. Those are the best.
Coach Alex and Juan. I've been training with him for, I would say, since October. I had a different trainer before that, Hector Velasquez. I trained with him for about a year. Great dude. I love the dude. I just had to make a switch. I still have respect for him. He got me to the point I needed to be. So then I made that switch and went with Coach Juan. And home gyms, man. I believe beasts are made out of home gyms. They're local. The kids I train with in the gym, they're all animals, and that's what when we all feed off each other, we all grow together, and we tear it up.
You know what? That's good. I mean, your feet are on the ground, and you continue to work hard. Now, I want to talk about this whole event, Battle of the Badges. How did it go? Did they contact you? You contacted them? I mean, for your first fight, and then now you're here, getting ready to take on your second fight. Or was this something that you've always done or wanted to do as a fighter? And also, you're an officer in Avenal State Prison.
Yeah. So when I first got in the Department of Corrections, I heard about this event from one of my old supervisors, which is actually going to fight in the event right after me. So he let me know about this event. And then, was it like 2 years ago? I was supposed to fight in my first debut, but then COVID hit,
right?
Which it pushed it back. So I was preparing at that time for that, and then I got into a waited part a year or so, and then I did my first one in December, and then I won that one. And yeah, it just me contacting them, getting myself in there, and to show people what I could do.
Well, that's that persistency, man. I mean, and you never know where it can lead from here. So in high school, what sports did you play? Because I'm looking at you. You look very athletic. You look fit. I'm sure you did your share possibly wrestling, maybe baseball, football. What is it that you took the court on or the field in?
So in high school, I actually did football. I wrestled my 7th and 8th grade and freshman year. I didn't play baseball. I went out there for like one day, but it was just to try it out. I wasn't feeling it. I did basketball my junior year, 1 year. And then, my main sport was football. So then after high school, then I played football at Reedley. I did a track at Fresno City. And and then boxing. I had boxing in the mix, so I was pretty busy guy.
Besides Mikey Garcia, because you just named him earlier, what professional fighter out there inspires you today or inspired you from day one?
From day one, I would have to say my favorite fighter would be Gervonta Davis, but he would not probably be the only one because I watch boxing every Saturday. I'm watching boxing Monday through Sunday, whether it's all access or just rewinds of full fights.
Yeah.
I would have to say him. Then you have Rollies, and then you have Virgil's. Then you have Ryo, and then you have who else you got? You got Prograrius. I could go on and on. If the fight's on Saturday, I'm not making no plans, and I'm gonna watch that fight all night. So I'm a fan of boxing. I love boxing, and I'm just a fan of every fighter, whether they're fighting on a Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I'm locked in on the TV.
Hey man, that's good. It sounds like you come from a very supportive family. Did also your mom and dad, did they watch the sport? Your family, did you guys all get together and watch the Chavez fights or De La Hoya fights coming up?
Yeah. Back in the day, my grandpa used to watch the boxing fights on black and white TV.
Oh, that's
and
right.
And he's watching it on his recliner, his favorite recliner, and I'm right there just sitting down watching the TV, not really watching it, but playing on the PlayStation or something. But yeah, and up to now, I got families coming over on Saturday, barbecuing, just relaxing, watching boxing all night. But yeah, from a young age, I would say my grandpa's the one that got me into watching boxing and getting into boxing. So ups to him, he's no longer here, but yeah, I would give him the credit for getting me into boxing.
No, he may not be here on this earth, man, but he's going to be watching over you. So I do believe in that. And I've been in situations like that, and just even now, my son and my mama, they're in heaven and they're watching every single thing that I do. So just know that you're not alone, and when you get in that ring, man, you're going to be well prepared. I want to ask you this: Visalia, California, where's it located at? Is there still tickets available? How can we go watch you and support you, man? Who do we get a hold of? Say somebody's watching the show and they said, you know what, I got to go check out this dude Marcel.
So the event, there's still tickets. I still got tickets. The tickets are online at I think Eventbrite. Just type in UCA boxing.
Okay.
And it'll come up. Visalia is located, I would say, like 30 to 45 minutes south of Fresno, at the convention center. I have personally never been there, but I'm excited on people telling me how big it is and how it's going to be. So yeah, the tickets are online or through me.
Okay, I'm looking at a poster right now. It says Convention Center, Visalia, California, April 2nd, Saturday, Battle of the Badges. Tickets on sale. You can contact Nicole Martinez at 559-824-9209 and watch and support Mr. Hernandez, state officer at the state prison in Avenal. And also, where he works, Jose Ramirez lives in Avenal, California, born and raised in Avenal, California. So, that whole iron sharpens iron thing. So every time that you go to work, man, that good blood rubs off on you. I'm looking at a picture right now where you're in your uniform and you also got some boxing gloves on. And
right.
I mean, whoever's putting this stuff together for you, man, they're doing a good job. You look very easy to promote, man. I mean, are you very vocal about the events coming up? How many people have you shared it with, and how many people do you expect there to support you?
So besides my family, I know my whole family is going to be there,
yeah,
which is probably like 50 plus.
Oh, wow.
The people at Avenal State Prison, all my brothers and sisters over there, throughout these past weeks, they've been talking to me, whether it's going to my shift or leaving home. They're like, hey man, we're going to be there. We're going to go support. And some people that I hardly talk to telling me that too. So I got a lot of support from Avenal, the people at Avenal State Prison. So respect to them, and I can't wait for them to go and for me to put on a show for them.
Awesome, man. Do you know where you're at in the lineup? Are you the first fight, second fight? Do you know how many fights are there on that card? Do you know where you're at exactly, or you'll know after the weigh-in?
No, I actually do know. There's going to be a total of 18 fights. I'm number
18?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, a total of 18. So that ranges between officers, men in the fire department, or just any type of law enforcement.
Yeah.
Sheriff. So I'm number 15. So, and the fights start at 6 p.m. And then I'm thinking I'll probably be like around 7:30ish, 8 o'clock. So it's gonna be a good event.
It
I'm
is.
excited.
It is. And where are you at with your weight? Are you pretty close to on the mark right now? And because when do you guys weigh in? Friday?
Yeah, Friday actually tomorrow. So
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Dang, we're already at the
so
end of the week, man.
the time flew by. I remember from my last fight in December, I finished that, and then I was like, I'm gonna enjoy the holidays. And then New Year's came, which I was wanted to start working out and training. From that time till now, I'm like, okay, time flew by fast. So I actually started early this time, and yeah, my weight, I'm already on point, so I'm ready to go.
I mean, do you have a nutritionist or anything, or someone preparing your meals, or is it just you right now?
So it's actually me and my wife. So
Oh, there you go.
she's part of my team. She's been helping me out a lot, and kudos to her because she's been putting up with my grumpiness on when I'm cutting, and then preparing me meals to get my weight on point. And yeah, so she's been helping me out a lot.
Based on your experience, you've had one fight, but you've watched boxing your whole life, and just mentally, you're very strong. When you're in that dressing room, when do you put it on to make that walkout? I mean, when does the switch go on and say, okay, right now I need to be left the hell alone. I'm focused. I don't hear anything. I'm zoned in. When does that happen?
I would say since January 1st, I've been locked in. When the time came, I'm like, all right, cool. I got to do road work. I got to train. I got to spar. I would say since January, and then up till now, I've been putting in the work.
Wow.
But I like to keep people around me, keep me grounded,
Yeah.
keep me focused. And if I think too much on a fight, then my mind will go crazy. So I try to keep that balance between training and keeping people around me. But that walk up to the ring, that's what I'm like really, really locked in and ready to go.
So, do you know anything about your opponent at all? You just know it's just a different person. You don't know anything about his background. Have you Googled him? What's his record? Do you know anything about him?
So as far as information on him, his name is Dylan Hicks.
Yeah.
He's 2-0. He works for the LA Sheriff's Department.
Okay.
And as far as information like that's all I know. It was either him or an opponent that was going to make his debut. So I said, I'll take the guy that's 2-0. Give me that challenge and put up a fight with me.
Exactly. I pulled up a picture where you're holding some bouts, and I know you're a big supporter. You were there with Manny Pacquiao, was doing his road work. I mean, what was it like meeting in the center? Because I can say the champion, the 8-time division champion, but now you can call him the senator, future president of the Philippines.
Right. So I want to give a shout out to my brother, Tony Ramirez. He actually is the one who invited me to go to San Diego. From San Diego, we made the trip to Los Angeles, and he's the one who knew all about that. So he put me on meeting Pacquiao, going to train early in the morning. I think we left San Diego like at 3 a.m. off of no sleep and just going to experience Manny Pacquiao train. Yeah, that was exciting, and I'm happy he invited me to do that. So I want to say thank you to him.
Hey, exactly. I know. When I met Manny Pacquiao, it didn't hit me till on my way home. I'm driving home from LA, and I'm thinking, my God, I just met the senator. I didn't see it as the 8-division world champion. It starts hitting the senator of the Philippines, and such a great guy, man. Inside, outside the ring, big-hearted guy, and just everything that you hear good about him, it doesn't do a justice until you meet him actually, and you find out how humble he is and how caring of a person that he is.
Right. And just off the pictures that I had took on the ride home, which is in LA, which was a 3-hour, I kept looking at the pictures like, oh my gosh, I met this dude. I took pictures of him. I'm like, I was just excited, a legend. That's a legend right there. So that got me excited.
That's awesome. Sometimes on our show, whenever there's fights, we the promoter will give us some tickets, and then we have a contest. Whoever subscribes to the channel, man. But I love hearing a true boxing fan. So maybe the next Ramirez fight, or I know there's an event my buddy Jaime is putting together. Ernie Jaimes is putting together, and I'm gonna see if I can get some tickets. It's May 14th, man, so I can give you 2 tickets, man, to a true boxing fan. I want to make sure you experience that. It's something similar to that. They have some officers there, and matter of fact, can we pull that up? Do we have that up right now? In the main event, yes, there it is right there. You got Brian Batman Williams, man. I mean, from Fresno, California, and he's just taking on this beast, man, a beast of a man.
Yeah.
And, the Alligato is what he calls himself. That's in the main event, and yours truly will be ring announcing, and you're going to have Richard Torres Jr. will be in the building, the silver medalist who's now signed with Top Rank. He's 1-0.
Right.
Doors open at 7 p.m. At 5 p.m. The event starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are still available right now, and it's going to be at the Tower in Fresno, California, the No Town Throwdown 5. So I'm going to make sure I give you a pair of tickets, and it's sponsored by Fresno County Public Safety Association. General admission, the tickets start at $40, but I'm going to do you a solid, man. And I normally don't do that because my phone is going to blow up. And they say, well, Richard, you said, how come you don't give me tickets and so forth, and now you're giving this cat tickets? It's just because when I hear you and I see your joy that you have about the sweet science, man, it just, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people want to give boxing a black eye. You get it? A black eye? But, see, you're a true lover of the sport, man, and I want to make sure I turn you on to some tickets. So have that day available, May 14th. Hell, I may even put you on the card. If you're in great shape and you're ready to go, we're going to talk. I'm going to talk to your publicist / manager. I think she's doing a great job with your career and in booking you and so forth. So, but we'll take care of business first, April 2nd. I don't want to be a distraction, man. I want to be able to help you get to that next level in any way possible that I can. And next time that I do go to Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy, I'm going to mention your name there, man. And I'm sure I'm going to send him a clip of tonight's show, and he'll appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate that, though. Really, I really do appreciate it.
Well, listen, April is coming up, and it's going to be straight crazy busy with all these big fights coming in April. Big fights, big names, and it's the whole month is going to be fire. But what people need to know is April 2nd, if they haven't bought their tickets yet, go to the Visalia Convention Center. Come and support you. Who's the main event? Are you fighting for a belt at all or anything? Or what is it that you're fighting for?
So I believe at this weight, the welterweight, I'm fighting for a belt.
Okay.
I'm not the main event. I'm like the co-main event, but
yeah.
If it's not this time around, I'm gonna be the main event for sure the next time. So.
No, that's good, and that's very inspiring, man, because you're driving yourself, and you are driven. And speaking of that, because you mentioned that you have your wife there. Do you have any children?
No children.
Okay.
We actually have a little baby girl on the way.
Oh, well, congratulations, man. What's her name? Do you got a name picked out?
We have a couple.
Okay, you haven't decided yet.
We got a couple. We're keeping it a secret though because we have family members trying to pick for us, but we're gonna. When she comes,
that happens.
Yeah,
brother.
we're gonna reveal it.
That happens. Well, congratulations. I mean, your baby girl's going to look back one day at the archives and say, hey, my dad mentioned me but did not mention my name on the show. But at least she's mentioned it'll be in the archives, man. So, no. Do we have a due date?
Right now, it's August 11th. So she'll be here August 11th. And as soon as she comes out, she's going to be training boxing for sure. I already mentioned it to my wife. She's going to be boxing, so.
There you go. I'm sure she's going to be doing something athletic, and she's definitely going to be loved. And if she comes early, I hope she comes August 3rd, and yours truly's birthday, man. So that'll be pretty cool too.
She might. My wife's birthday is August 4th, so.
Oh wow! There you go. There you go, man. I mean, we need to do like a poll to find out when she's going to be born, and let the winner gets the jackpot.
For sure, I'm with it. Let's do it.
I saw you wearing a Buffalo Bills jersey, man. Is that your team? Who's your favorite football team?
My favorite football team, but about the shirt, Josh Allen. I actually played football with them at Reilly when I played JUCO college. So it's all support, man.
Right.
Local kids from small towns. You know,
exactly.
He's up there. I believe this upcoming year he's gonna be MVP and plus Super Bowl. So, I'm supportive, man. We're from small towns, so. But deep down, I'm a Raider fan.
Oh, okay, okay.
Since day one.
Well, I mean, when people ask me when I go out of town, where you from, Richard, I always say Fresno, California, because nobody knows where Madera, California is at. So, I mean,
right.
I know what you're saying, but you're true to your town, in your city, and that's a good thing because you show pride in everything that you do. So, I'm a Cowboy fan. I mean, we got our heart broken, man. I'm still feeling the pain, and, I'm also a Dodger fan, so I don't know if you follow, baseball.
I don't follow too much baseball. It's strictly probably just football, and that's even if I have time to watch football because I'm usually running around doing stuff, training, running or something, and then just spending time with my family. So I on Sundays I'll try to watch the football games, but that's it. Ain't nothing.
So what do you have planned after this event? Because it sounds like you've been dedicating yourself since January. So after this event, are you going to take some time off? There's something special you're going to do, or what's in Marcel Hernandez agenda?
For sure, spend time with family.
Right.
Relax a little bit. I've been working hard these past couple weeks from January, and then I went hard for 8 weeks. So mom needs a break, but probably take a little break and then just spend time with my family, my wife, and just enjoy the moment and prepare for this baby coming on the way. So
there you go.
That's a must. So yeah, and then hopefully get back into it as soon as possible. I don't want to. I'm getting older, and I want to get as many fights as I can. So and I'll be ready once I get a fight lined up. Once I get something lined up,
yeah,
I'm locked in. So that's my mindset, and I know I got family behind me that are with me. So.
And you got the true champion that's going to be born August 3rd.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
Hey, man, I got to ask you. I mean, it's hit the media. It's been hot. I even posted it in hours. No, just minutes, actually. I posted it. It started blowing up. And I'm not the only one. What did you think of the whole Will Smith going up to Chris Rock and just, stepping into him with a right hand, but with a slap,
Hey, he had a good stance with it. I ain't gonna lie. He had a good stance when he did that.
Yeah.
Respect to Chris Rock though. He took it like a champ.
He did.
Yeah. I know he's seen it coming from that whole walk when Will Smith started walking up there. I know he's seen it coming, but yeah, he took it. So, and now I seen that his ticket sales are going up for his tour, I believe.
Oh yeah,
so,
Chris. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is show business, brother.
But it's a win for him. Yeah,
absolutely.
Got slapped, but it's a win for him.
Absolutely. Yeah, Will did. I noticed he when he slapped him, he had his left hand up, to cover, in case Chris Rock wanted to roll with it or something.
That orthodox stance, hand up, make sure if Chris Rock didn't want to come back for a counter. Hey, that was good. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, you see this guy get out of his chair, and you could just tell. I mean, you could tell. A man can read another man's body language. Plain and simple. Period. I don't care what's going on, unless he's blind or intoxicated, or we can read another man's body language, his energy. You can feel his energy the minute he gets off his chair. I wonder what was going through his mind. He's probably thinking, "Oh, there's no way this dude's going to do that." So maybe he mentally kind of prepared himself.
Well, he did have his chin out there, but he didn't have the reflexes like Canelo when Plant went up to him. But hey, he has a strong chin, I guess, and I know he was probably preparing himself for a punch or something. But luckily it was a slap. He didn't get knocked down in front of everybody. But yeah, no, he took it, man. Respect to it.
Actually, that's a very, very good assessment of Caleb Plant and Canelo, because he went up there and get ready to slap, but he read his language and Canelo just didn't slip it. I mean, he came back and countered. He put a combination on him, but he was smart, and he replied with the inside of his hand, because if he does this, fight's over. You're throwing millions away.
Yeah, millions
over your emotions.
That was a good and it's something like that, 2 million before a fight. Yeah. But it brought that fire in me, like, yeah, okay, I'm ready for the fight now when that happens.
Exactly.
So
exactly. I just had to get your take on it, man, because I mean, it's there. People are talking about it, but I like to hear from a fighter, perspective from a fighter, not only receiving it and also, dishing it. Will Smith, I mean, he's 6'2". He has to be at least about maybe 230, maybe 220. I'm not too sure exactly, but he's not a small man. Chris Rock's kind of slender. But who knows, man? Maybe we'll see him in that whole celebrity boxing. First of all, what's your take on the celebrity boxing?
As long as they put the work in, it's on them.
Yeah.
They're putting the work in. I know what's the name? Jake Paul, I think you believe.
Oh yeah,
he puts the work in.
Yeah, no, he does put the work in.
Yeah, so as long as they put the work in, and I say he works, I have no problem with it. People might think it's bad for boxing, but hey, boxing, it ain't no joke. People could get hurt, and I know he puts the work in, so it's good,
Actually, got a little bit of pop in his hand too.
Yeah, he actually does. And people actually said that the last fight was planned out, but they're throwing hands, you know.
I don't know anybody who just wants to sit there and take one on the chin, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
I wouldn't.
nah, man. I can't see that, man. I'm trying to, Last week we
Especially
had
in front of millions of people.
exactly. Last week actually it was this Tuesday we had on Hazel Roche. He was in Celebrities Boxing. He shared the ring with R&B legend Al B. Shore, and he told us about his experience with him. And we're trying to work something out with possibly Hazel Roche getting in the ring with Hector Macho Camacho Jr.
Ooh, that'll be a good one. The one I actually personally think would be a good one. Shout out to the Vargas brothers. You know, I follow them, but
Yeah.
would be his dad and Oscar.
Yeah, well,
I follow them on.
they're the
I follow
original
them on
Bad
social
Blood.
Media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow them on social media, and the dad's pretty cut up. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, the dad's
pretty
a
cut up.
beast. I'm gonna pull up something here because, okay, I just got a text from Virgil Ortiz's dad. Hello, sorry, my phone has been blowing up. I just blah blah blah. How you doing, Richard? Blah blah blah. Okay, let me go right here because I'm gonna tell you about a mistake that I made. Let me pull up Fernando Vargas Jr. right here. I said, I don't know what I was thinking, man. I thought it was his birthday. So I texted him. I said, happy birthday, bro. He says, it's not my birthday, Vato. Mine is in December. I go, my bad, man. Hey, it happens. No, I'll tell you about this. Fernando Vargas, I first met him in Fresno, California. I did one of his son's fights. I believe it was Emiliano. And I gave him a man hug. Brother, it was like hugging a bag of freaking bricks. I mean, real talk. This man is just, that's a solid freaking dude, man. He was probably a bully in school. I don't know, man. But, I mean, his hands felt like freaking grit of sandpaper. You know, like the wall, the stucco?
Yeah.
I mean, he just got a different pedigree to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No, he seems like a solid dude, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that same blood is running through his kids.
Oh,
I know
definitely.
they got a fight coming up. I think Emiliano has his debut coming up. So
Yes,
I'm
also
excited
it's
to see
going to be on that Triller card.
Yeah. So I follow them, and they actually give me the motivation. So I'm like, I watch them. I'm like, if they could do it, I could do it. You know.
Well, here's the thing. They're entertainers. Right now, they're social media. They're using their platform. They're using their name, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, you know, you got to throw hands, and they're throwing hands. They got that Fernando Vargas blood, like you said. They got that bloodline. They're full of entertainment. We're pulling up right there. Emiliano is going up on there. Almaldo and Fernando Jr. I mean, they're all going to fight on that card, man. It's going to be May 14th, 2022 at the Forum, Saturday, May 14th. Triller, man. I mean, they worked out a big deal with them, and they got that. They also got that podcast. They got cameras following them around. The Vargas family is truly blessed. I will say that.
Yeah. No, I believe they are too. I was a little bummed the last time that I think Fernando fought. Marlon didn't fight, and I was excited to see him fight.
That was
too.
supposed to be his debut, I believe. Or no, the other one was
USA.
That's right. Yes, exactly.
I think it was a USA debut for both of them.
Right.
Yeah, so I was excited, and I believe I was in Monterey at the time, and I was watching the fight on my phone, and I think I bubbled gums or something like that. So everybody was ordering food, and I was just locked in on the phone. I was like, I gotta watch Fernando. So
actually, I got a picture. I posted every once in a while of Fernando Vargas Jr. He's wearing the Fighter's Voice T-shirt, man, and you know I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. And I actually seen that.
Oh, did you? Okay, right on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Kilo the Kid Madera from Stockton, California. They went up there, and I guess he needed another shirt. And so Kilo goes, hey, man, that's the only one I got. And he didn't want to part with it because Kilo liked the shirt. But, hey, man, at the end of the day, you help your brother out, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, we got to make sure, you know, you get your hands on a Fighter's Voice T-shirt, man. And I appreciate, you know, the fighters that have done that. Regis Prograis has done that as well. Jose Ramirez also, and Miguel Robles, trainer Miguel Robles. And if I'm missing somebody, man, I'm probably going to hear. Oh, Sean Gibbons. You know, I also handed one to Tyson Fury. I gave one to Deontay Wilder. Oh, okay, Jamal Herring rocks it and supports it. And who else do we have out there, man? I mean, hey, that's a good thing when they're rocking your stuff. I gave one to Manny Pacquiao, too. And, it was pretty cool, man. And to see your
I've actually seen a
gear
lot
out
of
there.
people been rocking your stuff, man. I seen it. I was like, okay, I'll call these superstars. I was like, yeah, that's good.
Hey,
I need
man.
to get my hands on one of those.
Oh, you do. We got to talk after the show. Actually, who has one too? Arnold Barboza, man, and he's rocking one, and yeah, I appreciate that. We definitely got to make sure that you have one, and you're rocking it, supporting it, and that was my next question. Are you going to be selling any shirts at your event? Do you have any gear there? I mean, what are you doing as far as marketing yourself?
As far as gear, I have a friend of mine, Yvette. She's actually makes all my merch. Shout out to her as well.
Right on.
I'm gonna try to. I've been a little hectic these past days with work. Sometimes I'll be busting out 16-hour shifts. So
I hear you, brother.
And plus with training. But I'm gonna try to have a lot of merch, hats, different colors on Saturday.
I did see your stuff. I saw you with the flag, and you had the green, white, and red. You were repping that.
Right.
No, that's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah.
I like that. So
shout out to her, man, Yvette. She puts on. She works hard for all my merch, and I'll be putting in big orders the last minute. So yeah, big shout out to her.
Exactly. Do we have that picture with him and the flag? If so, let's pop that up right there, because I like that shirt. I like that gear he has on. Yeah. As we're talking, if it comes up, we're gonna pop. There it is, right there, bro. I like that right there. You got the hat popping right there. You got the shirt right there. Actually, I gotta rock some of that, bro. I'm digging it right now. Marcel Hernandez, and the way they put it together right there, that's sweet, man. I like that. And you're rocking that flag.
I got you. It's on its way already, man. I'm gonna ship it right now.
there you go, man. Hey, well, it may bump into the Fighter's Voice T-shirt along the way too. So, we're gonna make sure that you're repping and rocking.
1-for-1 exchange right there.
Exactly. Hey, man, I want to give a shout out right now to your aunt. Let's talk about her, man. I mean, she's one of your biggest supporters, man. She truly believes in what you're doing. She's fun to be around, and she's also very experienced in the ring. I heard she put the gloves on a couple of times, and those old cat fights back in the day, and she was using that jab. Talk to us about that. What kind of impact she makes on your life?
So big shout out to her. I know she's big supportive of me, and I know she's boxed back in the day. So, and she actually thinks she still got it, but I might give her a few 1-2 combination, but big shout out to her. She's been with me through everything. She motivates me. She pushes me, whether it's running or something like that. But yeah, no, she has a big impact on me. And hey, who knows? She might be making a comeback pretty soon, though.
Maybe, man. I mean, the only way I'd get in the ring is Albie Shore wants a box. I mean, the celebrity thing. I tentatively said that on Tuesday's show. And I'm thinking, man, I'll wrap up my knees there. I'll go train at Garcia's. I'll go train with Freddie. I'll go train with Charles Tremblay. Make sure I'm in shape and condition. Then if Al B wants to get it on, man, I mean, we can get it on.
Actually, would probably be now that you said that, you good competition. You and Ali Stickpat.
Ali don't want to see this stuff right here. Ali,
hey,
no. Now, Ali's a friend of mine. I respect Ali, and actually, I will say this, Marcel. I saw Ali in Fresno. Ali's been working out behind people's back. Ali's no punk.
Yeah.
No, serious. He's been working out. I mean, he's around the sport constantly. He has hands, and he's looking pretty fit. So, kudos to Ali Setback. But, if he wants to do something for charity, hey, we can do it.
I remember when I went for the Pacquiao fight, when I went out there to watch Pacquiao, I have a Gervonta Davis logo tatted on my leg, and Ali tapped me on the shoulder, and then I turned around, and he had his camera right in my face, and then he started asking me questions, and for some reason I went blank. He asked me questions about boxing and these different questions, and I went blank, and I'm like, but that normally don't happen because I know all kinds of fighters. I know boxers and names and whatever.
It happens to the best of us, man.
He asked me one question, and then I went blank. But yeah, big shout out to him too, man.
Well, he caught me in Vegas one time, and he says, you do some ring announcing, and I'm about maybe 5 to 7 deep. And he goes, okay, how would you announce Conor McGregor? And he just popped his camera on there. Bro, I'm about 7 beers deep, man. I think I said fighting out of Corona, California, because I was drinking a Corona Light. Yeah, and I said Conor Martinez, or I said something like that, because I started thinking he's Mexicano now, because I was feeling good, man. And, Ali just went on there and did his thing. So,
Hey, but that would have been the best one right there. You know,
oh,
when you're a
absolutely.
few beers in, a few shots in. You know,
A-
it's those
abs-
moments that are the best.
Absolutely. And I'll give Ali a shout out. Ali's a beast. I mentioned him on the show, I believe. Actually, Tuesday, we had Marcelo Cornejo. I got to make sure I say it right. Did I say it right? Cornejo. No, because she corrected me. Cornejo. Cornejo. I didn't say it right last time. She corrected me. So, anyways, I said there's only one person that can be two places at one time, two boxing events. And she said, who? That's impossible. I said, Ali Setback. Because the dude is everywhere. I know he has his team everywhere, but he gets stuff done, man. In my opinion, he's the GOAT. And I've called him that before. So, you know.
Yeah, no, I like watching all his videos. You know, he's the go, man. He's everywhere.
No, he is.
For sure.
He is. He is. I mean, because you could never do a documentary on him because if you did, you'd have to follow him. And, you know, he's a mover. I've seen him. He's just constantly, he's moving, he's grinding. And the rest is history because his work pays off. But, yeah, no, shout out to Ali.
That slogan he has is pretty catchy too. Reap with the Ali Setback 340.
Yeah, exactly. A couple of buddies of mine, they kept saying it all night. So I mean, it is very catchy, and you know.
Yeah, I like your intro though. I like that.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I went to Vegas and they go, "Hey, the fighter's choice." I said, "No, it's the fighter's voice," but I like that. So I mean,
yeah, they do it.
There's more love in Vegas and LA there is in Fresno or Madera. I mean, that's just the way it is. Except for you, you get hometown love, and that's great.
Yeah, no, I get big support here in Kermit, California. You know, it's a small town, man. People know each other, and when something like I'm trying to come up, you know, I know I have love, and I got people behind me. So shout out to Kermit, California.
There you go. One of our hashtags actually. So you brought it up. I should have brought it up earlier. Ali, when he sees me, goes, the fighter's voice, the only voice. So I put a spin on it, and I said, the fighter's voice, the only voice that matters. We're simply knocking out the competition. But he would call me the only voice. And I said, no, we're the only voice that matters. Every fighter has a voice, and so do you. So, hey, man, I mean, iron sharpens iron, and it goes a long way, even in media, bro.
Yeah. I believe in anything, too. You know, if you have good people around you that are trying to be the best for you, as long as and you're trying to get the best for them, too. It's iron sharpens iron, anything, you know.
You're exactly right, and it's just life, you know, being that champion outside of the ring as well, being that role model. But I do see some fire and excitement in you, and it is contagious. I want some of that on me. I need that fire to continue to go on because sometimes you hit those speed bumps, man. But you got to keep going because if it was very easy, no one would appreciate it. They'd just give it away or take it for granted, and I'm at a point in my life, man, where I just appreciate every single thing coming my way.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, man. There's speed bumps in anything, you know, whether it's going to school or preparing for a fight, like how I am. But yeah, you got to just keep your head down and keep pushing, man. That's my mentality. You can get through it, man. So
exactly. I also want to talk about a fight that we got coming up April 15th. Do we have that pull up right there? We have, Drac is going to be the main event. What's that? Yes, the past. Yeah, exactly. We're going to go down there and cover it. The Path to Glory, Thompson's Boxing Banner Promotions. In the main event, you got Ruben the Drac Villa. He's taking on, well, who was that? Marcelo Garcia. Did I say that right? It's hard to see it over there. Well, anyways, that fight's taking place Friday, April 15th, 2002. Doubletree Hotel, Ontario, California. And you can get tickets at www.thompsonboxing.com, or you can dial 714-935-0900. That's Path to Glory, Thompson Boxing, Banner Promotions. In the main event, you got Salinas' very own, the Drac Ruben Villa. Be back in action. The fighter's voice will be on location, covering and supporting this bout. So, listen, man, Thompson Boxing, they're doing some big things. I mean, you got to start somewhere. They're a solid promotion. They're known worldwide, and they're known to take care of their fighters. And, you know, not often do you say a promoter is good and true to his word. And what could I say about Thompson's Boxing Promotions is I haven't heard a bad thing about them. All I hear is positive vibes. So, hey, if you decide to turn pro, man, I'll call their publicist or their promoter, and we'll get you lined up, man, and you know, see what happens. See if you when you're ready to take it to that next level.
Yeah, one fight at a time. We'll go one fight at a time, and yeah, who knows after this fight, you know. So
there you go.
We'll see what the doors are open for me after this fight. So
Exactly, and everything's a learning experience. You got to know that. I mean, everything is learn, and it sounds and it looks like that you're a sponge. You're just absorbing it and taking it all in, and just living life to the fullest, man. But you always got your guard up to protect yourself.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. But no, a big shout out to my coaches too, man. They teach me a lot, and I'm just that sponge to just take in what information they give me, because I know they're not going to give me false information or something that's not going to help me in boxing. So, no, big shout out to them. No, I know they want what's best for me, and
well, let's talk about that. Who are your coaches? Let's name drop them, because they let's show that we appreciate that. And also, if you got any sponsors, let's let them know here on the Fighter's Voice.
So Alex Berber and Coach Juan Berber, and Alex, they're my two head coaches. Juan Berber, he's the one who works with me more. Whether I'm getting off late and training at 11, 12 at night, I know he'll open up that gym for me. So yeah, big shout out to them. Actually, I have my shorts right here if you don't mind me showing.
No, let me see it. Let me check them out, man.
I got a couple sponsors. This is my mother-in-law. She cuts hair.
Okay.
My brother's little rap group.
Okay.
Haley, my cousin, she does lashes.
Okay.
Then come on this side, we got Adam, my barber, and then Valley Boys Entertainment. That's the video. And shout out to one of my old coaches, Edgar Efrain Gazar. Sorry, he actually has cancer right now, so this is for him.
Well, you know what? He's gonna kick cancer in the ass, and you're gonna kick some ass Saturday. So that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And then I had to throw in the Canelo, no boxing, no life.
Exactly.
And then one more, Zermania Valley Transports. That's actually my father-in-law's trucking company. So it's all family sponsors, represent for them.
Well, it sounds like, man, they want you to look good. They're taking care of your eyelashes. They're giving you a haircut. They're giving you some gear. They're making sure that you're well equipped, you're looking good, feeling good, and winning good. How's that sound?
That sounds good, but the eyelashes not for me though.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's for the wife. It's for the wife.
Yeah,
well, it is actually for you, because she gets all prettied up and dolled up for you, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
And there's proof of that coming in August.
Yeah, sure. Another little baby girl. That's teaming up against you, man. I need a little boy.
Oh, hey, well, before you know it, man, it's good. It's actually the opposite, because she's probably going to be close to her daddy, and when you have your son, he's probably going to be close to your mom. I don't know. It just works that way. But we'll see. No, they're going to be close to both of you, man.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Exactly. Well, listen, man, how do we follow you? How do we support you, man? I mean, you got an Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Facebook. How do we watch and support Marcel Hernandez? And also, we got to get you a nickname.
So the only social media I have right now is just Instagram. So you can follow me at Marcel_4. Yeah, that's I don't really too much on social media. And I try to stay away from that. But yeah, Instagram is what I got. So give me a follow, man.
Absolutely, man. And Flash, is that your nickname, or do you got fast hands, or?
So I got that from football. I was a little speedster. I was a little quick. And, so I just kept it.
Well, there you go, man. And listen, man, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not got your tickets now, tickets are still available. Battle the Badges, Visalia, California, April 2nd. Come and watch my man, Marcel the Flash Hernandez. He's going to take care of business. He's going to go up to that next level, man. And, a very supportive man, a human being that respects people and just has that natural charm and that natural fire, and a very likable person, man. And actually, I love the energy that you have, Marcel. Don't stop it for anybody. Stay true to who you are, and don't change for anybody. I had a promoter one time said, Richard, you're too animated on the microphone. You're too animated in your interviews and so forth. So, before I told him to fuck off and mind his own business, I am who I am, man. I mean, what you see is what you get. I mean, I didn't tell him that, but I was thinking it.
Yeah, that's true, man. You got to be yourself. People like you. They're gonna stick around. If they don't, then hey, so be it.
Exactly. And you said, Richard, I'm giving up cuss words right now, so I hope I didn't burn your ears, because you're giving them up for what, Wednesdays, or what'd you say? For what?
For Lent.
Oh, so okay. For Lent.
Yeah. So I have until, I believe it's Easter.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm trying to not to cuss, you know.
Oh, okay, well, my bad, man. I mean, I didn't, make you cuss or anything, but we did
Nah,
get
you're good.
we did get confirmation that in April we're gonna have Julio. No, Julio. Okay, I'll take Julio Cesar Chavez. If he wants to come on the show, boy. I mean, that just came out. No, we have Jose Ramirez. He gave confirmation that he'd be coming back onto the show, and also ask your cousins, the rap group, if they know the legendary Mellow Man Ace. Okay, he's going to be on the show April 21st on a Thursday, and that's going to be fun because a lot of people say, Richard, do you just have fighters on the show? Do you just have? I said, no, we've had entertainers, we've had rappers, we've had actors, the mayor. You got to remember, every fighter has a voice, and you don't need to be in the ring or the cage to be a fighter. Whether you're fighting for your marriage, you're fighting cancer, like one of your coaches, and my buddy's wife, and there's a lot of people that do positive things, in family. There's always a fight in everybody's life. So being that said, you got a big fight April 2nd. You're already a winner because you accepted the challenge, but we still got to go through the process, and we got to come home with that victory. And I know you're going to leave every single thing inside of that ring.
Yeah, that's definitely. I put in the work in and long hours. So yeah, come Saturday, I'm ready to put that to display and show the people what I've been working on.
Exactly. Marcel Hernandez, The Flash. I got to ask you, what's the hottest podcast in the world, my man?
You, brother. That's all you.
The fighter's voice, the only voice that matters. We're like Marcel the Flash Hernandez. We're simply knocking out the competition. I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of the Fighter's Voice Kick-Ass Podcast. And as always, the best part, my favorite part of the show, it's a wrap. Thumbs up for Richie.